welcome to News at 6 on Ghana Radio. I am Deliverance Ashebin and I'm here with my colleague.
Ahiano Bless Aram.
Now let's look at the news headlines. In the Greater Accra region, Breath police woman officer gives jailbreaker, re-arrest him into police custody.
Angry NPP members fix Mahama posters in party's office.
Chief, residents bemoan lack of potable water in Okpe communities.
Mentioned aggrieved NPP members beat war drums ahead of polling station elections.
This and many more stories we have for you if you stay with us in the next 30 minutes. Now, into our first story. A brave female police officer at the Tetegu police station in Accra has overpowered a thief who broke jail and took to his heels. According to information from the Ghana Police Service suggested that Stanley Safo, age 26, was arrested and brought to the Tetegu police station on the 2nd of December 2021 for 2 stealing cases. Stanley Safo was said to have been locked into the charge office, burglar proof, and took his heels. Police officer Constable Abigail Nkrumah, who was manning the counter on the day upon realizing that Stanley had broke jail, gave him a good taste and overpowered him. Upon his re-arrest, he assaulted the female police officer, but she did not let her guard down as she, with the help of some community members, arrested Stanley, who was brought back to the police station. The female police officer, after the arrest, was issued with a medical form to go for treatment at the hospital. The suspect, Stanley Safo, investigation caution statement was also obtained, with him being detained as police investigations continues. Into another story, residents of various communities in the Okpe division in the Yellow Krobo traditional area of the Eastern region have appealed to the Ghana Water Company Limited and the government of Ghana to help solve the water crisis in the communities. They said they currently resort to well water for domestic purposes such as cooking and drinking, with no pipe-borne water in the area. The residents told Ghana Web in an interview that they were aware of the risk associated with drinking from the well, but they had no option. Into our last social news, an easy camp in Tamale as young men attack Chief Palace. The Dark Pebbles Palace in Tamale has come under attack by yet to be identified assailants. Earlier today, evidence of the attack were visible on the walls of the palace. The walls of the palace have been riddled with bullet holes, leaving many shocked and angered at the same time. As of now, no reports of death or injury to any person have been confirmed. It is unclear what the cause of the attack is, but videos available to mynewsghana.com, there were several gunshots heard from the palace this dawn. An update indicating information available to mynewsga.com that, contrary to reports that no casualties have been recorded in the attack on Monday dawn. 5 persons, including the Tamale Dakpema chief, were shot injured during the early hours of Monday, the 7th day of March 2022. A motorcycle belonging to one of the sub-chiefs was also burned during the attack. The casualties are said to have been rushed to the Tamale Teaching Hospital, where they are going under treatment. Coming up is political news.
In politics, some aggrieved members of the governing New Patriotic Party (NPP) in the Formula constituency have demonstrated against the leadership of party. They demonstrated against a no polling station election in that area. On Monday, March 7th, the aggrieved members were seen changing the traditional colors of the NPP office, which is red, white and blue, into red, white, green and black, the traditional colors of their rival political party, that's the NDC. Earlier, some aggrieved youth of the party vowed to reject any move by the party to impose the second deputy speaker, Andres Asiama, on them. In another political story, Some aggrieved members of the ruling New Patriotic Party (NPP) in the Mansia North constituency of the Ashanti region have threatened to prevent the party's elections committee from conducting the polling stations elections on Sunday. The latest threat comes after days of confusion in the acquisition of nomination forms in the constituency. At least 1,400 nominations have so far been filed for the contest, but the aggrieved group alleged that after these contestants were vetted, 45 of them have been disqualified. They further claimed the disqualification is an attempt to prevent loyalists of the former NP for the area. Collins Owusu Amankwa from contesting in the polls. Up next is business news.
You welcome to business segment live on Kana Radio. Into our business stories. The Northern Regional Minister, Honorable Alhaji Sani Al-Hassab Sheibu, says government's working for the economy to bounce back. He has stated that government is working assiduously for the economy to bounce back to provide service needed to the citizenry and the state to meet a statutory obligation to make life better for all. He said the government's achievements that stabilized the economy in 2017 and 2018 were unfortunately undermined by the COVID-19 pandemic. He was speaking at the 65th Independence Day Parade at the Jubilee Park in Tamale on Sunday. It was on the theme Working Together, Bouncing Back Better. The parade was made up of 8 contingents from the various security services, 23 primary, junior high and senior high school, school cadets and other voluntary organizations. It was sponsored by the Obasi Pharmacy, Kina Pharma Pharmacy, Riki Pharmacy, Dokuloku Pharmacy, Superlight Pharmacy and Farmwork Ghana Limited. The parade, commanded by the squadron leader Eugene Osunyami from the Air Force Base Tamale, saw contingents neatly dressed as they marched and created a Ghana at 65 art with their rifles. Alhaji said the contribution of the citizenry was required to propel the agenda of bringing back the economy on track. He called on the citizenry to bear and cooperate with government to implement necessary policies to collectively work together the challenge to status quo. He said, we must rally behind government during this period and support such important initiatives like the e-levy to be able to generate our own resources internally and reduce the burden of relying on others. He said government's readiness to revive the economy with the collective efforts of citizens was the reason for the chosen theme for the 65th anniversary celebration. Into our last business news. Ghana at 65. It is unacceptable to be importing fruit juice into Ghana. Stephen Amwa. The Shiasuk Member of Parliament, Dr. Stephen Amwa, has said it is unacceptable for Ghana to be importing juices into the country. According to him, Ghana has more fruits that can be processed into juice for domestic consumption as well as export. Speaking on TV3's Key Points on Saturday, March 5th, with regards to the 65th Independence Day celebration, Stephen Amwa, who is a former chief officer of the Microfinance and Small Loans Center, said this is such a fruit juice. It is totally unacceptable for Ghana to import fruit juice into Ghana because in terms of land availability, in terms of technology in managing the value chain, we have all of them. I can squeeze orange and add preservative, then I get fruit juice. Ghana on Sunday, March 6th, marked its 65th Independence Day celebration in the Central Region. Ahead of the celebration, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo said Ghana has a story of hope. We have a story. Ours is a story of hope, a story that has evolved with time from the struggles of our forefathers to the victory they won for us. Along the way, we have built the nation together from the south to the west and from the east to the west. From the south to the north and from the east to the west, he tweeted on Saturday, February 19th. He added that working together, bouncing back better. Coming up is health news.
In health, residents at Offenso Kaira in the Offenso South municipality are battling with the consistent state of malaria and cholera pandemic due to inappropriate management of humans and households in the community. Ghana Web's correspondent in the Ashanti region noted that the key concern of the residents was over 30 years abandoned and unmanaged landfill sites, which has turned out to be the giant of disease affecting the residents. A resident told Ghana Web that the Bola landfill site has been here over 3 decades without any proper management, which is affecting our lives adversely. Its pungent smell is incredibly unbearable. Since it is being unmanaged, the Bola leads to the closure of a nearby private school whenever it rains. Mr. Samuel Ote Ahin, the assembly member for Kaira electoral area, reiterated that several steps have been taken to eradicate the menace but have proven futile. The residents' indisputable appeal to the authorities, especially the municipal chief executive, Kingsley Owusu and Honorable I.Y. Opoku, to come to their aid to eradicate the over 30 years landfill site from the community. In another story, Dr. Paul Yegbe, a urologist at the 37 Military Hospital, says early detection and treatment of prostate cancer is key in reducing the dangers associated with the disease. He said the moment the symptoms of prostate cancer start exhibiting, treatment becomes expensive and difficult, which most of the time no result is gotten. Dr. Yegbe said this at the Akachi South Municipal Assembly Hall during a sensitization workshop on prostate cancer and enlargement. It was the first quarter general meeting of chiefs and queen mothers from the Aveno traditional area, held under the leadership of Togbi Doglo Anuma VI, paramount chief of Aveno traditional area and president of Aveno Traditional Council. Dr. Yegbe disclosed that issues of prostate cancer were prevalent among Africans because at one point or the other we will be embedded with it. He also expressed his willingness to bring a team of qualified urologists from Accra to further assess the chiefs and members of the area. Togbi Doglo, on his part, said the encounter was an important one towards meeting the health concerns of his people. He thanked Dr. Yegbe, who was also a Navy commander, for availing himself of creating awareness on the dangers associated with the disease. Issues of development for the traditional area, including the construction of a new traditional council office complex, as well as the celebration of the 2022 annual Aveno Tutudoza, were also discussed. Coming up is entertainment news.
Don't touch that dial. Keep it locked right here. Corner Radio. Corner Radio.
Welcome to the entertainment segment. Our headlines. Jesus is not God, and there is no heaven in hell. I was misled. Osofo Trebosum. Moving into another headline. Stop telling me to rent a new house for my mother. Shatawale Films. The news in detail. Christian Kobina Andrews, the founder of the Life Assembly Worship Church, has arraigned that there is no that there is no such thing as a heaven or hell after death. According to the founder of Ghana Movement Party, KUM, he was deceived years ago, but has finally discovered the truth about his party. According to him, Jesus is not God, as some Christians believe in. He pointed out that Jesus Christ was sent by God as a message, just as God has sent messengers to the previous prophets before him. He unexpectedly said that most of the things in the Holy Bible are not accurate, since the Bible was authorized by a group of people and such which he believes to be in the case. Moving into another story. Celebrated dancer Atii Shatta ni Charles ni Ama Mensah Jr. has stated that people should stop telling him to rent a new apartment for his mother. According to self-exclaimed dancer king, I have dollars, I have money for those who are saying I should go and rent a house for my mother. You people have to check your family issues before talking about mine.
And this brought us to the end of today's news. But then, a recap of our top stories.
In the Greater Accra region, where a Brit policewoman officer gives jailbreaker chase, arrests him in the police custody in Tetegu.
Angry NPP members fix Mahama posters in party office. You can follow us on Facebook as Kana Radio and also subscribe to our YouTube channel as Kana TV. I am Anyanyo Bless Ayram and I was here with my colleagues
Deliverance Ashiabi.
Stay tuned to Kana Radio.
Hello guys, this is your girl B girl. You are listening to DJ Rough G.